seemed nearly impossible for Game 2 of the 1A Eastern Regional Championship Series between the Whiteville Wolfpack and the West Columbus Vikings to live up to the expectations generated by Game 1. Whiteville defeated West Columbus 1-0 at home on Tuesday in a nail-biting pitcher's duel between Wolfpack starter Mackenzie Gore and Viking pitcher Trey Benton. Incredibly, Thursday night's game at West Columbus matched the excitement of Game 1, though this one was anything but a pitcher's duel. West Columbus came out swinging in the bottom of the first against Whiteville starting pitcher Zach Pate, who had yet to pitch in the state playoffs due to a back injury. The Vikings notched 3 runs on 4 hits against Pate in the first inning. Viking catcher Cole Strickland started things off with a 1-out single. His courtesy runner, Marco Torres, scored the game's first run on a 2-out single by Chandler Nobles. Marvin Edge followed with a single to right field to score courtesy runner Skylar Richard to extend the lead to 2-0. Trey Benton followed with a third straight 2-out hit to extend the Vikings' advantage. Whiteville's Hunter Harwood quickly responded in the top of the second, blasting a 2-run homer to left field to cut the West Columbus lead to 3-2. Hunter Carteret then tied the score at 3 in the top of the third after he lined an RBI single to center field to score Turner Brown. West Columbus struck back quickly with 2 runs in the bottom of the third, courtesy of a Whiteville error that allowed Gage Hammonds to score and a wild pitch that scored Richard from third. After a quiet 4th inning, Connor Granger delivered one of the biggest hits of the game in the top of the 5th when he crushed a monstrous 3-run home run to left field to put Whiteville up 6-5. The Vikings quickly tied the game in the bottom half of the inning. A double by Hammonds advanced Torres to third, where he was soon driven in by a sacrifice fly to center field from Edge. Pitching changes and a scary moment for the Vikings highlighted the 6th inning. Eric Jenkins entered the game in relief of Nobles on the mound and was struck in the head on a throw to second base from Strickland at catcher. Jenkins stayed down for a few minutes, but shook off the injury and stayed in the game. Whiteville got runners to second and third with 2 outs in the inning, but Jenkins struck out Gerardo Maggioli to keep the score tied. The Wolfpack made a pitching change of its own in the bottom of the 6th after Dawson Elliott led off the inning with a single. Freshman Brooks Baldwin entered the game and proceeded to strike out 2 Viking batters before getting Jenkins to fly out to end the inning. Whiteville broke the tie in the top of the 7th after Granger drove in Brown on a ground ball to shortstop. Granger stole second before Carteret was hit by a pitch in the next at-bat. Both came around to score on a pass ball and a wild pitch to extend Whiteville's lead to 9-6. Noble singled to center with 2 outs in the final inning, but Baldwin got Edge to pop out to first, sending Whiteville to its 2nd straight 1A championship series.
They never panicked, and I was proud of them for that. It showed a lot of leadership, and they just kept battling, pecking away, and we were fortunate enough to come out on the winning side tonight.
Whiteville will advance to face either South Stanley or Elkin in the championship series, which begins on June 5th. But Coach Harwood emphasized the importance of enjoying the moment.
We're going to sit back and enjoy this a little bit. I never take these for granted, and it feels good.
West Columbus finished the season strong. The Vikings won 4 straight playoff games as the 22 seed and exceeded all expectations.
It was a blast for the kids. I just put it in their hands. I kind of stood back and let them play baseball. Let them execute what we had taught, and they did it great. We just come up against a really good opponent.
Both coaches agreed that the presence of 2 Columbus County teams in the Eastern Regional Final and the large crowds at both games in the series spoke volumes about the importance of baseball in this county.
Columbus County has always been a hotbed for baseball players and draftees, and I honestly believe these were the 2 best teams in the East playing. I really believe that, and it proved up to the billing. Fans got their money's worth, and it's great for Columbus County baseball. It really is.